Hello all, I am Bhuvana. So today I am going to present a case study presentation on Cuba, a successful case study of sustainable agriculture. So Cuba is an island country and it is located where the Northern Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean meet. It is in the South American continent and here we see the challenges that uh, the Cubans faced during the pre-revolution and post-revolutions and during the collapse of Soviet bloc. So pre-revolution before 1959, the economy dominated by export plantations, that is like sugarcane, and high concentration of land in few hands, large state farms. And during the post-revolution, that was 1959 onwards, the U.S. trades embargo led to alignment with the Soviet bloc, and due to this, the rapid modernization and mechanization of agriculture occurred, and the dependence on imported agrichemicals, machineries, and petroleum also. So during the collapse of Soviet bloc, that was between 1989 to 1990. So during this time, a severe reduction in oil imports occurred. That was 53% of oil imports were dropped, and fertilizers and pesticides decreased by 80%, and food imports dropped by more than 50%. So here these are the changes that occurred before and after the revolution and the crisis that followed the collapse of the Soviet Union. So the collapse of Soviet Union, this made some changes in the farmers. So what they did is they adopted to agroecology. They tried adopting agroecology. So there are some challenges and responses. The replacement of chemical inputs with biological substitutes and use of biopesticides, biofertilizers, crop rotation, and cover cropping and introduction to vermicompositing and integrating of grazing animals, and they also transition from mechanized to animal transaction. So they got the results, the development of self-reliant low input farming practices, and due to this the small farmers also became more productive and efficient. So the contribution to food security, small farmers techniques, they revived traditional methods, integrated new technologies, and the basic units of cooperative production, that the state farmers were transferred into cooperative that collectively managed production, and agriculture movement, the government support for urban gardening and back-end laws for backyards turned into productive gardens, and significant contribution to the food supply in urban areas. So they made the achievement by 1997, the highest ever production levels for 10 of 13 basic food items. And the sustainable development goods. So this case study SDGs are SDG 2, SDG 12, and SDG 13, that is zero hunger, responsible consumption and production, and climate action. Uh, the zero hunger increased food security through sustainable agriculture and reduce dependence on food import. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. This adoption of sustainable farming practices, reduction of chemical inputs, and promotion of biodiversity. And SDG 13, climate action, reduction in the use of fossil fuels and synthetic chemicals, and promotion of agroecology method to combat climate changes. So yeah, these are the specific SDGs that particularly related to hunger, responsible production, and climate action. So thank you so much. So thank you so much, and that's it for this case study.